So, like journalism, law is a craft more than a profession in a way, and you have to do it to get better at it. And the doing it as a junior lawyer is hard and confronting, and can be a little bit dispiriting, because essentially every day you come to work and you don't know what you're doing. It was a pretty tough transition. I mean, in some ways good tough, and in some ways just tough. Good tough in that the workplace, I mean, ironically, given what all of the news that came out in the last 12 months, but they're more benign workplaces than most media companies. So less competitive with your colleagues, and more collaborative, and less shouting and swearing. One of the things that attracted me about becoming a partner was because I thought it was a really good opportunity to use my particular mix of skills to help other younger women come through. Initially, I was a little bit reluctant about it, but I took counsel from other women who've been in the profession a long time, and some of whom had been partners and are no longer partners. They've sort of moved on to the next phase of their career. And without exception, they all said, just do it, right? Just do it. And I think their motivation for me is the same as my motivation for the young women in my team, is that you just want to see more women come through. One of the things that attracted me to Kensington Swan, and why I think that I was able to make partner here, is that it has quite a progressive approach to women in the law, and it has a real acceptance of part-time work. There's a great many young female lawyers who are very, very smart operating in the law, but in my field, which is litigation, if you go down to the High Court and you're doing a week-long trial or a week-long hearing, what you realise as you go in and out of the court every day is that there's not very many senior women litigators, for instance. The courts are full of white men. The drop-off level for women in their 30s from this profession and others is just too high. And what that tells you is that it's too hard.
Personally, I've always felt like the people I look up to aren't necessarily someone that's been given like a mentor role to me, but are people that you notice the leaders, and you notice the role models, and they don't have to have any designated title. A lot of female students like me at law school, we're already thinking about what time we need to start having children. It's fine until I turn about 28 or 29, and then when I have to start making other decisions, I'll have to sacrifice. It's nice to hear that there are places that offer flexible working hours, and definitely that there's processes in place to make sure that if women do have a break, they can come back in and they can slot back in and they can have opportunities.